Well, Coach, to be predicted this time of year, it is a cold and windy night in downtown Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Don't get nervous. He's checking. Now.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, he's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 61 yards.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
On second down, it's Hill. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Steve McClendon there on the stop.
Check Nick.
On third down, it's Hill. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Jones throwing on fourth down. Forced out to it, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jordan Willis. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
58.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll run it with Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Leo, Bravo. Watch the twist. Blue draw Corkins. Hey, get it.
Minshew throwing on third down. Airing one out for Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 43. Shoot. Watch the pilot. 64. Weak. Check. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Switch gears.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Topper!
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
218, chopper. I'm here all day. Hey, team 6. Check. 48 money. 48. Yo, go.
Now Minshew. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Haywood. Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Hey, exit. Go. 48 for Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 40's the mark. 80 weapons. Hey, Alpha. Under 10. Ready?
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
It's a gain of 20. And the Jets first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Safety green.
We're scoreless after one.
Ready. 18 Gator. Recon. 132 fighter. Jump. Hey, Echo. 48 to Mike. Right here. Check 37. 6'6", bullet high. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready, set. Mike 57.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Down.
On second down, it's Ingram. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second and 7, Minshew. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10, looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jones looking deep and got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Willis with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Hill. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that does.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check back, check back.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, set. 91.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB.
5.
Throwing on second and 8. Jones got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Matchbox light. Hey, high 7. Check 26. Deep rim.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 30 base.
Watch a slant.
Go.
Watch a slant.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Let's make these go. Jackrabbit, come on.
And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Nunez got it, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, lock it. Check. Cross 5.
Now Bell. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready.
They gonna need some therapy after this. Check the hot read. Check 15. Check 15.
Go out.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Gardner Minshew taking it in. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Going again on the ground here with Hill. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
60 Pittsburgh. Bravo!
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Sponge! No! Show it in! Whip! Watch the whip! Switch! Wide! Get wide! Now! Tighten up!
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Yeah!
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, team 6.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Flushed out right. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Mike, 48. Watch the screen. Hey, Hayward.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Jets 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Greystone, travel.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 31, check 31.
On second down, Hill.
Go, go. He's running.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're going to start to take over in this game.
First down, and it's Hill again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, Ingram. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They give it to Hill running right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run. It's Mark Ingram. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
You got him.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6-6, pull it high.
Minshew sets to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. It'll be Minshew again. 20 on the crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 26 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
65, 65. 65.
Pilot, 64, reach. Bam. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. LeGarrette Blount, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Hey, check.
Deep river.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Back to throw. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Jets.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Hey, Echo.
Line 36. Line 36. Got one. Watch 36.
Back to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
On the set.
Here's Mike. Come on, boy.
61. Matchbox lights.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Weapon.
He'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Go.
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Minshew. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going down.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.